This is Dr. Lou Cella, sport and performance psychologist. Now, a question I get far too often is, how come I never discuss small colleges that run triple option? Why I don't do that is very simple. Because after 15 years in business, my goal is for you to be able to understand how to do more with less. And Air Force is forced to do that. A lot of these 2s, 3s, NAIAs, JUCOs, prep schools, they got advantages over their opponents. So what good is it to basically focus on them instead of focusing on somebody who's forced to do more with less? Look, there are 134 FBS programs. The 3 academies can't give out a scholarship, but yet they got to play everybody that gives out 85 scholarships, NIL money, and they get transfers. Air Force doesn't get any of that. No athletic scholarships. Plus, now you're in a situation where you got to join the military, and there's a good chance that you could get shipped off to Russia, Ukraine, Israel, Palestine. You don't know what's going to happen. And yet Air Force starts the season 8-0 for the first time since 1985 last year, running the under center triple option offense, also known as the flex bone. But I get the question all the time why I don't focus on Division 2, 3, NAIA, JUCO, and prep schools that run the offense. Because none of them, the ones that do, are at a disadvantage. None of them are. I have a very, very close friend who's a head coach at a Division 2 school that runs triple option. And I root for them all the time. But I'm not going to talk about them because they're a program that they're okay. Air Force is not okay. No athletic scholarships, no NIL money, no transfers. And yet they're 8-0 for the first time since 1985, and they play in a bowl game this past year, and they faced the #1 ranked rushing defense in the country and run the ball down their throat with no scholarships. A bunch of kids that are Division II level players that join the military so they can play Division I football. That's why I focus on Air Force. Because this is a ministry, and I'm trying to get you to accept the fact that you are David and you've got to go out and beat your Goliaths. And until you do that, you are never going to be what God created you to be as a football coach. That's how serious I take what I do. And that's what makes this different. The Triple Option Football Academy is a ministry designed to take the Davids that are out there in the coaching business and get them to beat their Goliaths. Because that's what Air Force does. The D2s that run it, the D3s that run it, the NAIAs, the JUCOs, the prep schools, they're not at a disadvantage. Now in the FCS, when the Citadel was running it, they were at more of a disadvantage. They're no longer running the offense, and that's why they're trash right now. And I've been friends with the head coach for years, and I don't care if he hears me say it on this video. That program is freaking trash now because they don't run triple option. And they'll continue to be trash until they move on and get a coach that runs under center triple option known as the flex bone. But this is why on this YouTube channel and at tripleoptionfootball.com and as Dr. Lou Cella, sport performance psychologist, we will focus on the academies and the academies only. Now, years ago, I used to focus on Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech's got a lot of disadvantages. But Georgia Tech, when Paul retired in 2018, they decided to go communist. That was a colossal third trimester abortion. Now they've got another guy in there that is a smooth talker, and they're not going to go anywhere. You know, they got a little better with this guy, but It'll never be what it was supposed to be because they have a disadvantage. But really, we focus on this YouTube channel on Air Force. And if Army wants to rejoin the crew and get under center and be under center 75+% of the time, I'll focus on them as well. Navy, I know as a fact, they're out of the game right now. So their head coach is going to last about another 2 years, and he's going to get fired. And I got a feeling I know who's going to get the job after that, but I don't want to say it on this YouTube channel because the guy who I know will get the job will probably get ticked off with me. Although sometimes I can't help myself. But look, here's the bottom line as we close out this Father's Day. Because I'm making this video 11:15 p.m. on Father's Day. You're never going to hear me talk about Division 2, 3, NAIA, JUCO, and prep schools. It's not going to happen. Okay? We're going to focus on Air Force because they do it right. They get under center and they get it done. Army wants to do the same thing this year. We'll focus on them too. Because my goal as part of the Triple Option Football Academy, the ministry, is to get David's. First of all, you got to accept the fact you're David. That's got to happen. Because until you do that, you'll always fall short of where you're supposed to be. You got to get to that level of humility. And then and only then I can help you establish a play call and understand how to create persistent practices through perfect plays. But this is a ministry of how to beat your Goliaths. So we're going to focus on Air Force. You're not going to hear me talk about D2s, 3s, NIAs, JUCOs, and prep schools that run this. Not going to happen. Not at all. So that's that. That's the answer. Now, if you want to win big in 2024, pick up the phone, give me a call. My number is on the thumbnail of this video, so is my website. Triple Option Football Academy and Triple Option Football Academy camps are going to show you how. Go to tripleoptionfootball.com/testimonials. You can see all the success stories that have come from the camps and the academy. I help people win every single year. I have clients this year. They're going to win big this year. They're going to be up on the testimonial page. If you're interested in winning and you've accepted the fact that you're David and you've got to beat Goliath, put your career in my hands. You're going to be so grateful you did. And I'll see you in the next video. We'll talk soon.